I'm still with Tim Montgomery. What do I call political commentator now?
You call me sir. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Well, of course, it goes without saying.
Yeah, political commentator, I think. Yeah, the BBC haven't known what to call me since I've moved to Reform.
I've heard they got a few names for you.
Yeah, just as you probably have. Yeah.
No. So we're going to talk about the migrant crisis, but I thought this was an extraordinary story. I think it was in the Times over the weekend. So we keep hearing, don't we? Smash the gangs, smash the gangs. Hang on, let me talk among yourselves. I was just going to talk to my production team. Have you heard it?
I have heard it.
Yeah, we'll play it. If we can.
I'd like to hear it.
Anyway. Last week, experts were called, apparently addressed the cabinet, the senior government figures, and they told Two-Tier Keir and his crew that the smash the gangs strategy is, and I quote, unlikely to have a significant impact on the high number of migrants crossing the channel illegally. Ministers have been warned that. And they also told the cabinet, these experts, that the idea that gangs can be smashed is rather fanciful because they're embedded on the continent, and to suggest that numbers will fall anytime soon is a fallacy. So the government last week was stared in the face and told, smash the gangs is a load of crap. We've always known it. Everybody has always known it. It's just headline hunting, because smash the gangs looks good in a headline. It's a good soundbite.
It probably tested well in a focus group. And
exactly
that's why
right.
They use it.
It sounds good. But since last July, they've smashed no gangs, none whatsoever, haven't found any. And if they do smash them, as I've always said, I've said it to you before, and I think you've agreed, if you don't stop the migrants, it's the rule of supply and demand. So if you smash the gangs tonight, and the migrants are still coming, there'll be new gangs tomorrow. Yeah. That's why Smash the Gangs is...
The numbers crossing the channel at the moment are record levels.
Over 12,000, we're 40% up on last year. Smash the Gangs is a catastrophe.
Yeah, well, it is a catastrophe. And the thing is, I don't know what you think about generally the battle against crime, Kev.
I think they should start it.
Exactly. And the fact is that most people will say that petty crime is at unprecedented levels, and on the other side is that organised crime has never been stronger in this country and in the continent. The police forces on both sides of the channel have failed against organised crime. So if you were to even begin to smash the gangs, you'd have to do it in a coordinated effort across Europe, which takes us back to what we were talking about, the non-Brexit deal that Keir Starmer signed in the last 24 hours. The government isn't serious. No. It's not serious.
You're right.
Smash the gangs is a slogan. You could begin to smash organised crime, but it would take a Herculean effort, which they're not even willing to begin. So stop talking about smash the gangs. You're not serious. Find another way of stopping the boats, because otherwise you're just taking us for fools once again.
And you can smash all the gangs you like. As I say, just like any other business, people smuggling operates along these lines, supply and demand. Well, as long as there is a demand, the supply will manifest itself. So you can go around, you can arrest tonight, I don't know, 10,000 people smugglers. Tomorrow, because there are tens of thousands of migrants waiting on the North French coast around Calais, there will be new people smuggling gangs. This is the wrong focus. What the government should be doing is not worried too much about smashing the gangs. If you can smash them, great. But what they should be doing is trying to stop the migrants.
Yeah. And how do you do that? You take them to places like Rwanda. The problem with the Rwanda scheme that the last Tory government had was Rwanda talked about only taking hundreds of people, and we know how many thousands are crossing the channel all the time. So what you need is better deport them immediately to processing centres far away from Britain. There has to be a downside for them trying to cross the channel, and at the moment there isn't that.
There is no deterrent whatsoever. They're sort of trying to boast a little bit today, the government, because a guy called Ahmed Ebid has been sentenced to 22 years for serious people smuggling. But don't get too excited, folks. It's good that they got this guy, don't get me wrong. He's an Egyptian fisherman, funnily enough, who came here a couple of years back, and again, he started up a business, you know, illegal people smuggling. 12 million quid he made, right?
Wow.
Check this guy.
We're doing the wrong thing, Kev.
He's an asylum seeker who arrived on a small boat illegally with his wife and his 12-year-old kid. We were paying for his rather nice flat in West London from where he operated this illegal...
So we were paying for his flat?
And we were paying benefits for his family.
And he was operating this business.
£12 million he made, yes. So that is...
People are laughing at us.
That is a snapshot of the swirling mass of the nonsense of this migrant crisis. This guy's an illegal migrant who we allowed to stay because he claimed asylum. And by the way, his CV included the fact that when he tried to break into Italy with a ton of cannabis, he got 6 years. But we let him stay. We let him stay. Those Iranian nationals arrested 2 weeks ago, Isabel Oakshott and I said, I bet you every single one of them is an illegal migrant. The government wouldn't tell us. Yeah. You know, it might affect the investigate. Rubbish. Yeah. Rubbish. They didn't tell us because they were embarrassed to guess. So far, it turns out that indeed 4 of them are asylum seekers who came here illegally, and I guarantee you it will, in the fullness of time, emerge that all of them are. Yeah. So these people are coming...
When they don't tell us stuff, you know they're hiding.
It's embarrassing, yeah. So these people come here, we over-generously allow them to stay. Oh, you're an asylum seeker, fair enough. By the way, what war and torture is happening in Egypt? Not a whole lot, I don't think. So this guy was like, we allow them to stay. And some of them, at least, as we've discussed in the last couple of weeks, use our generosity, take our money, our benefits, our property money that we pay them, and they hatch plans to cause us harm. It's good, isn't it?
It's unbelievable. And yeah, all that laughing you can hear in the background is the world laughing at us.
The world is laughing at us. Tim, it's a pleasure to have you on board, as always. Thank you for not swearing. Thank you.
Thank you for calling me a political comedian at the beginning of the show.
I said comedian. Oh, no, I did not.
You'll be hearing
his views are funny.
You'll be hearing from my lawyers.
Yeah, no, it's great to have you on board, mate, seriously. Tim Montgomery, the fabulous Tim Montgomery, he'll be back next week for more insults from me.